Hello, welcome to Love Letter, a short little visual novel developed by Ponponchu, available on itch.io. And well, it's about a mail carrier who seems very friendly, a little too friendly. I guess we'll see what that means. And a little content warning, this is a horror game, so it may contain some disturbing elements. Viewer discretion is advised. Let's begin. Here you go. The game contains yandere themes, non-consensual drug use, and physical violence. Proceed with caution. What's my name? I guess I'll just put SighingSlider. You can't help but let out a groan as you walk home from another day of work. It's been 2 days since the first time you received those voice messages from your stalker, and you haven't a clue who they are yet. The stress from it, along with your current college project, is weighing down your shoulders. You really should do something about it. Oh hey. A voice snaps you out of your thoughts as you look behind you, a figure catching up to you as they stop to catch their breath in front of you. Okay, funny music now. Would it hurt you to slow down sometime? You know I'm way shorter than you. I can't catch up to you all the time. Wasn't I walking? Still, you could have walked a bit slower. But I can't be mad at you. You puff at a shorter person's chuckle. They like to make a mountain of an anthill for no reason at all. The person in front of you here is Patter. Patter? Patter is a mail carrier around your neighborhood. Weirdly enough, they recently started to come here. And coincidentally, about when your stalker started sending you those messages, I wonder if that's coincidence. They told you that the mail program changes, and that's why they're here. They're a very sweet person, so you've been enjoying your time with them so far. Hey, you're not spacing out ignore me, are you? You know how much I hate that. Oh right, sorry. There's just a lot on my mind right now. Oh, I see. That's fine. I'll be here to listen to you if you want. I don't mind if you want me to come over even. The offer does seem tempting. What should you do? That's okay. An awkward laugh left your lips. Sure, they're cute, but you really can't take any risks. Waving your hand, you declined their offer. You thought they looked disappointed, but they just nodded at you instead and gave you an understanding look. Though really, if there's anything bothering you, then I'm willing to help. You know where to find me. Alright, thanks for the offer. Patter smiled as they turned their back away from you and skipped down the road, happily humming a little tune. Your lips turned upward at their happy-go-lucky stance, about to go on your way until you spotted a little envelope on the ground. Curiously, you picked it up, examining it. It was a letter with a little heart stamp holding the envelope's flap closed, as a slight pleasant smell, probably from perfume. It looks like those love letters you see on romantic shows. You figured Patter had dropped the letter while they were on their merry way. Maybe you should return it to them. The contents of the letter spilled out, catching you off guard as you quickly catch the paper that had fallen out. Letting out a sigh of relief, you checked to see if the paper had been dirtied or wrinkled, trying your best to ignore the contents of the letter. But it was kind of hard with the bright red letters and a few spots of red ink. If you were to be honest, you were kind of curious about what was written. What should you do? Well, we have a choice to read the letter or we shouldn't. Reading another person's letter is literally a federal crime. So no. I'm not a criminal, obviously. No, you shouldn't. No matter how curious you are, this is still someone's letter, and you don't invade their privacy. Putting a letter back in the envelope, you run up to catch up to Patter, who was still humming a little tune as they walked. Hey! Patter stopped walking and turned their face to you. It might just be your imagination, but there was a hint of annoyance in their eyes for a moment, but it disappeared just as it shows. Is there something you need? Oh, you dropped one of your letters while you're walking away. I thought I'd return it to you. Patter stares at you, their eyes now blinking as they look straight into your eyes. You look back at them in confusion. Was there something in your face? Oh, thank you. Sorry, that was mine. I was on my way to deliver it. Oh, this is yours? I never thought you were the type to send letters. Oh, do I? I do enjoy writing letters and sending them. It's fun. It makes me feel like I live in a romance novel. That's cute. Who's it for anyway? Oh, it's just someone you know. I guess. I gotta go now. I'll get in trouble if I don't deliver all of these in time. Thank you for returning this to me. And with that, they're back on their merry way. This time, you also return back to your home and decide to take a rest. You have a problem in your hand and a project on your shoulders after all. There's no time to worry about such a little thing. Although, that ink did smell kind of weird. Kind of like a coppery smell even. You wonder. Well, neutral ending. Off the hook. Alright? Well, that's one ending. Kind of like, nothing happens ending. Let's try that again. Alright, so we're back here. I wonder if this option changes anything. Let's see. So they want to come over? Sure. You're going to regret what you're about to do, and you don't even know what you're even thinking this. Or you don't even know you're even thinking this? Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. Confusing sentence to me at first, but you're going to accept that offer. You just hope that you don't regret this, whatever made you think about it in the first place. Alright, you can... Really? Yay! Patter's face brightened up the moment you uttered your words. They didn't even let you finish your sentence before running past you and headed straight to your house. You sighed. You really, really hope you don't regret this. The background. I know they're trying to use like generic backgrounds as the idea, but they're using some kind of strange effect and it kind of makes me like it draws my attention, more than necessary. I feel like the whole point of backgrounds is to not do that, but well, anyway. Oh my, is this your room? Patter looked around curiously, their eyes trailing on every single object in your room. Thankfully, this time you clean your room just in case. I've seen better, but this is fine too. Hey, it took me a while to clean it. I just forgot to take out some trash. Oh, I know that's silly. I can see the trash over there. Ignoring what Patter said, you point your finger to your bed. You can take my bed. I can sleep on the floor tonight. Really? What? Oh, are you sure? I don't want to be a bother. I wouldn't do that, to be honest. I mean, I guess it's polite to have like a bed for your guests. But like, unless you really like are close to them, I don't know. I would not sacrifice my bed for someone else. They can sleep on the couch. I'm sorry. Or, I mean, usually you would have like a guest bedroom, or whatever, if you have that, but I don't know. It's fine, really. It's the least I could do since you offered to accompany me tonight. Aw, but it makes me feel guilty. Are you really sure? Yeah, it's fine. Make yourself at home. Patter pouted your reply, but gradually accepted the offer. They lay down on the bed, letting their whole body relax before spreading right back up, realizing something. Oh, where's your bathroom? It's been a long day, and I'd like to take a warm shower. Right. You told them the direction, and they happily went out of your room and skipped down the corridor. It's been a while since you've taken a shower. Maybe you can do that after Patter is done. While waiting for them, you decided to clean up your bed, taking their mailbag to hang on the clothes hanger near your room door. As you drop the mailbag on the floor, the contents spilled out. As quickly as you can, you gather all the mail on the floor and put it back. A letter in particular stands out to you. It has a heart sticker holding the letter closed, and there's a thick perfume smell coming off of it. Carelessly, you pick up the letter, flipping it over to check it out. It's gonna use up all the hot water? Can you use it? I'll be honest. Well, I don't know. Maybe this is just privilege, but like, I've never had to worry about like using up all the hot water. Is that like a thing? I guess if you own your... I don't know. But anyway. Like if you own your house, I guess, like, maybe the water bill goes up or whatever because of that. I'm not sure. It doesn't have the sender or receiver information, nor a stamp. You wonder if this is Patter's letter. Hate to admit it, but you're kind of curious of what Patter has to say. They don't look like the type of person who's in love with someone. On the other hand, it's bad to invade their privacy like this. What should you do? Well, as you know, stealing someone's mail is a federal crime. So, you shouldn't. As always, I'm a law-abiding citizen. No, you shouldn't. Your family's already nosy enough of your stuff. You don't want to be like them. Putting a letter back in the bag, you hang it on the clothes hanger and wait for Patter to come back. Hey! After a few minutes, Patter came back, their hand holding 2 cups of water. I hope you don't mind me bringing cups into your room. I was getting some water, so I thought I'd get one for you too. You don't have to. But I want to. Besides, it's always better to have a glass of water before a good night's sleep. Actually, I don't want to drink too much water before I sleep because then I need to go pee, in the middle of the night. I actually avoid water before I go to sleep, like right before anyway. You're right. Thanks, Patter. You take the cup from their hand and drink it in one gulp. You still have a lot to do for your college project after all. For some reason, you got really sleepy. Maybe you can take a break for today. Yeah. Oh, SighingSlider. Always feels weird to read my own username. Pattern stands before your sleeping body. You're breathing slowly, getting weaker and weaker. I hate you so much. Nani? Without you here, I can comfort them. They'll fall for me and forget about you. Getting you to lower your guard was tiring, but I'm glad it worked out. Man, I'm so happy. I was getting sick of being nice to you. Goodbye. I hope you burn in hell. It's a good ending, apparently. I don't know if that's a very good ending or not, but I guess that's what a good ending is. Okay, so we're back over here. This time we did not invite, the mail carrier into our house. But let's read the letter, though. What? What is this? Lines and lines of aggressively written I love yous and I need yous all over the paper. Some red splatter red ink stood all over along with some pen stabbing holes in some parts. A chill ran down your spine as you continued to hold your grip on the letter. Who is this for? Is Patter aware of this? Was this for you? Is Patter your... Gulping. You shakily folded the paper back and put it back in the envelope, sealing the flap again as carefully as you can. It was probably a prank played by the sender. Yeah, that could be it. But the letter didn't have the sender's address or name. You doubt it would go unnoticed by the post office. You don't like what your mind is connecting right now, but it was the only way it made sense. What are you going to do? Okay. Well, we have the option to tell the police or simply return the letter. We just simply return the letter, that's all. It's the right thing to do, right? Just even though the letter is from a stalker. No. You could possibly put yourself in more danger if you submit this to the police. Patter might be nice, but you still know much about them. Taking a few breaths to calm yourself down, you force your vocal cords to force out something. You just hope they won't notice your shaking hands and trembling voice. Patter? At the mention of the name, they turn around to you and walk back to where you are. What is it? You handed them the letter, scratching the back of your neck in an attempt to act normal. Your eyes focused on the letter in your hand. It felt like there was shooting lasers straight to the letter. To the letter. You dropped your letter. I just thought I'd give it back to you, Very casual like, and everything. Silence passes the both of you. Usually silence in Patter's presence was comfortable to you, but it felt like you were suffocating, and their gaze is squeezing your neck tight. Thanks. They reach out to take the letter and put it back in their mailbag, giving you a smile. It doesn't feel right. Say, can I ask you something? Yes? Shit, you didn't mean to stutter. Did you read the letter? No. Totally. Liar. I don't like liars, A chill ran up your spine at their giggle. The giggle that you once thought was endearing now feels like 1,000 spiders crawling up your arms. You have a bad feeling about this. But since you decided to return this to me instead, I forgive you. Thank you. Once again, they begin to skip their way down the road, humming that same tune they were doing earlier. You stood there dumbfounded, your whole body cold, and you let out a breath you didn't know you were holding in. For some reason, you feel very heavy dread in the pit of your stomach. At least you're safe. For now. Yeah. For now. Well, what if we tell the truth, actually? I totally read your letter. Yeah, I'm sorry. Curiosity got the best of me, and you bit your lips, preventing yourself from potentially making it worse, and bow your head down as you apologize. Cold sweat starts dripping down your forehead. The whole air is tense. You don't dare to look up to see Pat's expression right now. Apparently we're in Japan, by the way. Because I feel like it's only Japanese culture do we, bow to show that you're apologetic. At least you didn't lie. I forgive you. Just don't make that mistake again, okay? Patter's cheerful hums filled your ears as it faded out more and more. Your eyes are still on the ground, only slowly lifting itself as you feel their presence away from you. Instinctively, you grip your arm, a scared look in your face as you look to the trail Patter walked. As time passed, you never saw Patter in your neighborhood again. You figured their program has changed again, but a part of you were glad they're no longer here. You do wonder, what would have happened if you told the police? Well, need your ending. Spared. So what if we... Well, so what if we did tell the police? That's like what you should probably do, but anyway. Let's see what happens. After a mental battle of yourself, you decide to do what you know is the best course of action. The whole talk at the police station was difficult. It took a while to get it through their head that your life might be in danger. Oh, then again, yeah, police are really bad with stalkers, actually. You know, whenever, like, a situation involving a stalker, the police usually never does anything because technically they never committed a crime. Like, they're hard to catch, so, like, they never bother. But anyway. It was difficult, but I managed to get them to investigate. But the whole investigation only left you to dread even further. Turns out that Patter was never working in the post office. There was no Patter in the employment list. Seems like after the investigation was leaked, Patter themselves were gone. You haven't seen them for days. While a part of you was glad that you don't have to see them again, you can't help the rising dread forming in the pit of your stomach. It feels like someone's watching you lately. You just hope you never have to meet them again eye to eye. Bad ending. Blacklisted. I don't know. Does he go? Do they go after us? You know, later on anyway. Oh. All right. How about you do read the letter this time? Fine, as long as we don't get caught. Your curiosity got the best of you, and you carefully opened the letter. The paper inside of it was a little crumbled, or crumpled? Crumpled, you mean? I think. So it took a while to straighten it out. What? What the fuck? Lines and lines of aggressively written I love yous and I needs yous all over the paper. Some red splatter of red ink spilled over along with some pen stabbing holes in some parts. A chill ran down your spine as you continued to hold your grip on the letter. Who was this for? Was this for you? Is Patter your? Gulping, you shakily fold the paper back and put it back in the envelope, sealing the mouth again as carefully as you can. It was probably a prank by Patter. Yeah, that could be it. You're kind of a little brat after all. Despite trying to calm yourself down, your stomach is heavy with dread. Perhaps you wouldn't feel this way if you didn't know there was a stalker going after you. You feel like throwing up. You wanted to get out of here. Should you? SighingSlider? You quickly snap your head out to the door. Patter is standing there. Their clothes still intact, but there's something off about them. Their eyes slowly move to the letter in your hand, catching you red-handed. What are you reading there? You gulped, your whole body feeling weak. No way you can talk your way out of this. You need to do something. I mean, you know, I kind of spoiled, I feel like, myself. I kind of spoiled myself on what exactly Patter's intentions are, I feel like. What happens if you kiss them? Just, like, smooch them real quick. What if you have, like, a thing for stalkers? Maybe that's your fetish. Against all your better judgment, you decide what you thought was best. Those voicemails. They sounded desperate. Maybe if you... It'll just be a kiss on the cheek. Enough to distract them so you can run. Is that how it works? It's just to distract them, that's all. After the plan was formed in your head, you decided to take action. You lean towards Patter, your lips closing in their cheek, and... a hand blocked your face. A disgusted look on Patter's face as they looked straight at your attempt to escape. What were you trying to do? The both of you stare at each other. Well, this is awkward. Not a single word has passed as the tension grew heavier and heavier. You open your mouth to speak, but all that comes out are coughs. It took a while for everything to register. The metallic taste in your mouth tells you everything. You backed off from Patter. A single knife stabbed deep in your abdomen as the sudden pain rushed through your veins. Patter stood over your bleeding body, the disgusted facial expression still on their face. You didn't think I was into you, did you? This is like incredibly awkward. You know, it's like, it's as if you got a love letter, but like, as it turns out, you were the wrong recipient, you know, and then you assume that the person liked you, but they actually didn't. You know, it's just really awkward. as though they stabbed you. How desperate are you? I never liked the likes of you. Lover stealer. Lover stealer? What are they talking about? Your coughing fit prevents any words from escaping your mouth. Your head feels light, and you feel your life slowly leaving your body. Your gaze blurred, and the last thing you saw was Patter's unnerving smile. Bad ending. You know what they say about assuming it makes an ass out of you and me, or something. I don't know. Anyway. Time to run. Time to run away now. A rush of adrenaline rushes through you as you push Patter out of the way, letting them fall on the floor and quickly around the room. You didn't even bother to put on shoes. You're too scared to have rational thoughts right now. You just wanted to get out of here. There's no way you're staying in the same room as your potential stalker. You didn't even know where you were running to. It felt endless. It took a while, but now you're hiding in a back alleyway. Maybe you can go to one of your group mates' place? You did have one address saved. Yeah, maybe you can tell. I know where you're heading. You stop after seeing Patter in front of you, stopping you dead in your tracks. Slowly, you backed away, prepared to run backwards, but Patter, seemingly already sensing you're about to do it, tackles you. You hiss as your head hits the ground. It's going to leave a bruise, but that isn't your main concern right now. Why are you doing this? What did I do to you? What did you do? What? Patter pinned you down the ground, their face dangerously close to yours. You didn't notice before, but their eyes seem unstable. They're like, little spirals. Kind of reminds you of Danganronpa. Sort of. You took them away from me, because all that's on their mind is you. You. I hate you. I hate you so much. I hate how you're always on their mind. Who? Don't lie to me. You know exactly who it is. That stalker of yours? The one who sent you those voicemails. They're mine. Those are supposed to be for me, not you. You're as bad as that bird-obsessed artist they hang around all the time. I can't let you live. You're an obstacle to me. Their hand reached in their pocket for something. It was dark, but the moonlight was enough for you to tell it was something sharp. Horror filled you as you tried your best to wriggle out of their grasp. Tears spilling out your eyes, you realized what was about to come. Goodbye. It was tiring to pretend to be nice to you. I hate you so much. A sharp pain shoots through you, and you immediately feel the life escaping your body. You close your eyes, trying to endure the pain as your breathing became weaker and weaker. At least they were merciful enough to give you a quick death. Nani? It's been more than 2 days. SighingSlider, where are you? Tears began to fall down my cheek. Where have they gone off to? Knowing them, they have at least sent a message to the group chat. Are you okay? I quickly wiped the tears from my eyes, trying my best to keep my composure. Sorry, it's just that I saw you crying, and if anything's bothering you, I'm here to listen, okay? I nodded my head. A lot has been going on recently. I'm just worried something might happen to my... Okay. Follow me. There's a cute cafe nearby. I should be around. True ending. Okay. That's the true ending. Simply murder us so that they can get the rebound, Simply, if your crush already has a partner, simply kill their partner. That's how it works, right? Anyway. So there you go. I think I got all the endings. Most of them involve you just dying, I feel like. But, yeah, okay, interesting little twist, it's pretty short, but obviously the twist is that Patter was actually not interested in you at all. Actually, the yandere, this is what happens, this is why you don't get involved with yanderes, because, even if you're not the target of their affection, even if you are, they're still gonna murder you, so that's why you gotta be careful. Anyway, but yeah, it's definitely an interesting twist that Patter is not the stalker. As it turns out, the stalker was like someone else. And I believe, according to the store description, actually, supposedly the idea is that this game is actually part of the writer's, universe, I guess, with other characters that not explored in this game. It just mostly explores Patter's, unhinged murder. But anyway, but yeah, I guess they didn't really expand on the fact who the stalker was. It'd be interesting if they did. I don't know. I guess they just want to focus on Patter, but It would be interesting if we learned what the other stalker was, and there'd be like a stalker battle. I don't know, yandere battle. I don't know. That'd be interesting to me anyway. But no. But yeah, there you go. Again, kind of short. I guess my only thing would be, I'm trying to think. I mean, I like the art and everything. There's only a little bit. It's like the sprites and the like a couple CGs. I like it. It's not bad. The writing could be a little bit better. It's again not too bad either, but I feel like there is a bit of typos here and there. But it's fine. You know, I can read it properly. All branches as well. It's pretty interesting. Yeah. But I guess my biggest complaint, really, to be honest, is the backgrounds. The backgrounds just look kind of weird to me. They try to make it stylistic, I guess. It's like some kind of weird, I don't know, Photoshop effect. But it actually just kind of looks distracting, to be honest. The like little like weird sparkles just makes it more, like draws more of your attention, which is like the opposite of what you want from a background. A background is supposed to be not to draw your attention. You know, it's supposed to just be there to like highlight the character in front of it, at least in the visual novel anyway. Yeah, I my preference would be to maybe use a different filter. I mean, a classic would just simply be blurring it. Just blur it. Just like a quick blur. You don't have to use some kind of fancy filter because it's just gonna make it worse, I feel like. I don't know. Or just draw the backgrounds. I mean, I guess, if you had, more time, you would just simply draw the backgrounds and everything. That's the traditional way to do it. The backgrounds look AI generated? I don't know. I actually have no idea if it was or not. I mean, because I don't know what you mean by that. Do you mean like actually, or as like sarcastically? Maybe that's what you mean. Like it looks like AI generated. Because the thing is, there is actual, AI generation is becoming like a thing. There's a lot of AI generated everything now. There's a whole controversy actually about like AI generated art is a thing. So if you mean it literally, that is a thing, and it doesn't look like it at all. AI generated art is actually like pretty good at this point. I can't draw fingers though for some reason. I can't draw hands. Just like real artists, I guess. I always hear that complaint a lot about people who draw. They can't draw hands. AI also can't draw hands for some reason. But otherwise, it's really good these days. The technology is there. The edges look random like that, like small arrows. Maybe. I think it's just a filter, some kind of like filter they just apply to all the images. To me, anyway. Anyway, but yeah, so that's the game. Just a quick little yandere game with a bit of a twist, where it's like, you're not the target. Turns out they're just murdering the hypotenuse. Is that the name of that trope, Murdering the hypotenuse. It's like a love triangle, and the other one just simply murders the other corner, and therefore, it's not a love triangle anymore. Anyway, very extreme way to do it. I hope he gets his, I hope he gets his, what's the word? His punishment? His karmic justice? Because you don't do that. Anyway, but yeah, that was it for, Love Letter. I guess, if you're on YouTube, you didn't know, I stream these games live on Twitch, so check me out over there if you're interested. I also have other playthroughs on the channel, so you can look for those if you want. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see you then.